Good morning everyone, it's me again, Clem from clemtravlog. So this is my previous road bike, the Polygon Strattos S2. I brought this road bike 3 years ago for my first road bike experience before I changed it to BMC. So this road bike is currently placed on my trainer for my indoor training. So since then, I haven't been servicing my bike. So in this episode, I'm going to take off this bike and give it a bit of service. And also I'm going to do some repairs on my crankset, which was damaged. And also I try to convert it into a gravel bike so I can do some gravel trail exploring.
Voila, yeah! It's Claire from clemtravlog.
So now I'm going to show you what I'm going to do now. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take off this crankset and service the BB. And need to put some new oil inside. And the connection between the right pedal and the crank is actually worn. So I need to change a new crank to fit in my pedal to make it more stabilized. As currently when I was riding on my trainer, here is wobbly because the thread of the screw has been worn. So I'm going to replace the whole crankset so I can put in a new pedal, my clipless pedal. And also I'm going to clean all the cassettes and my chain. And for the wheel, I'm going to take this tire off. The one that I'm using now is a Continental gather skin. It's for road bike purpose, and I'm going to put in a new tire, a gravel tire. So these are the few services and upgrade I'm going to do on my Polygon Strattos S2 and turn into a better condition gravel bike. So now I'm going to take it off and start to do some work. Of course, I'm not an experienced bicycle mechanic, so it's not going to take one day to finish all the job. So I'm going to slowly do it day by day. Of course, part of the learning. So now let me just remove it from the trainer. So the first thing I'm going to do is to remove the crank. And then we can take the whole crankset out from the BB. So just be careful of the chain. So now I'm going to remove the bottom bracket using my bottom bracket tools, the wrench for Holotech 2, doing by anti-clockwise. So now to do the other side, the right hand side, just take note the right hand side of the bottom bracket is the other way around. So to loosen it on your left hand side, you actually do anti-clockwise. To loosen it on the right hand side, you do on the clockwise. Okay, it's looser now. Alright, the right side is out. Gonna give it a good clean and then grease it, put it back. So put a bit of degreaser. It's clean now. And now I'm going to get my chain out and give it a good wash and lube it. So what you need to do is to find the quick link. You can see this is the quick link. And then use a plier, twist the quick link to an anchor like this. And then this is the part going to loosen out. So put your plier to the other side and the bottom one to the other side as well. Hold it. Don't use too hard. Gently press it. You hear the click, it opens. You can now take the quick link out. See? And now you can see, clean. And then on the next step, I'm going to remove my cassette out from the trainer and give it a good wash and put it back on my rear wheel of my Polygon. So I'm going to use this lock ring remover to put in and the help of this free wheel turner. And then with a wrench, or we call spanner, use your muscle. It's open. So once open, just cut this out. Get the cover out and then you can get all the cassette out. So now I'm going to wash the cassette. You see all the grease to service. And now you can see it's clean and shiny. So now I'm going to give my bike a little bit of wash because a lot of dust, grease as well. The old dust, old grease. Give it a clean wash. shall do. And now I'm going to give it a quick wipe. So after the cleaning, I'm going to put my bottom bracket back into the frame. So I'm going to put a bit of the grease to make it easy to install and to avoid damage it. Okay, after greasing it, the grease is actually able to reduce damaging the thread. And then I'm going to use the tool to just tighten up a little bit. Okay, done. So same thing for the left hand side, a little bit of grease as well. And now put into the left hand side. Same thing, use the tool, give a bit of tighten up. And also I'm going to put a bit of grease in the interior part. So this is the new group set I bought, going to replace the old one which is damaged. It's the same thing from Shimano, Claris, the FCR 2000, suitable for 2x8 speed, which is compatible with my bike. So there's the crank arm for the left hand side. And here is the group set. Now I'm going to put it in here. So it's in. And then to install the other side of the crank arm. Of course, make sure both crank arm is in the directly opposite direction. You don't want to be a different angle. And now tighten it up. Alright, done. Looks good as well. So the next thing I'm going to do is to install this old second-hand clipless pedal from Shimano. So last time what I did is I didn't grease it up. The thread actually damaged the old crankset. So this time, learn my lesson. Make sure I put grease before I install it. Put a little bit of grease here as well. And now put it in. To tighten up a little bit. Not too hard. So now the group set is working with the clipless pedal. Nice. So see this hole here? So this is the last thing I'm going to do. There's a little cap here. Just to reduce the chances of damage by the water and dust. Screw. So the next thing I'm going to do is to change the tire. So this is the gravel tire that I bought from pushystock.com.au. The Continental Ride Tour RFX. Suitable for 700x20 AC, cost me like $39.99 Aussie dollars. So first thing I'm going to remove the old tire, the gutter skin. I'm going to use one of the tools that I bought, the Rehook tire glider. If you're interested to know more about this tool, you can actually view one of my previous video. I'll put the link in my description, how good it is. So now I'm going to start doing it. Now putting my new tire in, the gravel tire. So the front wheel, done. And now I'm going to do it on my rear wheel. So I usually pump it up to 100 psi. So both wheel with the new gravel tire installed, basically done. Another process done. So now I'm going to put my 8-speed cassette back into the rear wheel. I took it off and I give it a wash. It's quite clean now, you can see shiny. But I changed a bit of my mind. Instead of using this old one, I'm going to keep the old one on my trainer. So I bought a new pair of 8-speed cassette to use on outdoor. So now I'm going to put it in. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to put both of my wheels back to the bike. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to put the chain back into the bike. And the next thing I'm going to do is join the chain with this quick link. So now what I'm going to do next is to lube it with some lubricant, some grease for the change and cassette. So now they're all looped, should be smooth now. But do you realize something? Listen to this. You hear the noise? The noisy noise? So, which means that it's actually out of tune. So what I'm going to do now is just give it a little bit of tuning to make it more perfect. So now you can tell the rubbing sound, the skipping sound has gone. So not 100% yet, but it's better than just now. Alright, so finally it's done. So this is the process of me to repair, do some replacement and do some service and a bit of upgrade for my former war car, my Polygon Strattos S2. So I'm not going to abandon it because I really like the color, my favorite color orange. And yep, it has been giving me a lot of good memories. So wear and tear after more than thousands of kilometers journey outdoor, I decided to keep it and give it a bit of upgrade, replace some of my damaged equipment. For example, I changed my group set, put my clipless pedal in, wash my chain, clean my BB, so interior is all with new grease, change my new cassette, change my wheel from a road bike wheel into a gravel wheel. So of course there's more thing I need to do to service my bike. For example, to service the handlebars area, to put new grease, but I haven't been able to learn how to do it at this stage, so I will keep it for next time. Usually I learn from YouTube, self-research, no one taught me. Yep, I really like this bike, so hopefully it will give me another level of experience in gravel, conquer some trail, like I want to go back to Lilydale and Warburton Railway Trail, Dandenong Creek Trail, Main Yarra Trail, because most of this trail they're actually covered by some parts of gravel, so it's better to have some gravel bike. So before I finish this video, there's one more thing to do. Test ride. Let's go now.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to click the like, subscribe the channel, and share out. Leave a comment if you have any feedback for us. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.